Hi guys, my name is Dmitriy Korokov. And I will talk about myself a little bit. I'm a film producer, I'm an artist, I'm a photographer, I'm a former model. And for many years, I do documentaries. And these documentaries, I do it quietly. They expose corruption and abuse of power in different industries. I teach a lot of students, by the way. And recently, video of me appeared online.
I just found this video in the Epstein file showing 3 men and a young girl driving in a car. Can anyone identify who this man is, what he's saying, or where they're driving?
And it has links to Epstein case. Somehow in his materials, we'll talk about it. You probably already saw it. If not, I will show you right now, and let me translate it. I will do it word by word. It's in Russian language.
Рая, блядь, иди. Прикиньте, да, получается, сколько мест? Такого в мире нет, мне кажется. Еще, ладно, если даже в мире где-то такое есть, может быть, в Новой Зеландии или еще где-то.
I'm saying from other side, then my friend Igor saying, Raya, fuck, basically. Raya is not like it was some conspiracy theories, but Raya is this girl, this sweet pup. She was my dog for so many years. She's old now, but not that old. And her name is Raya, and she was doing something, and Igor didn't like it. And I'm saying, just imagine how many places, and I think that there is no places like that in the world. Someone said, I mean, this girl, will not name her, she said, yeah, fuck, it's beautiful. And I'm saying, maybe there is something like that in the world, but in New Zealand or somewhere, but maybe not. And he asking what is this country is, this guy, and this girl, she's like, it's next to Australia. So this video was recorded in April 2019. I was 28 years old. The girl on the front seat who's recording the video, she's a friend of mine, she's a model, and she was a victim in Epstein settlement. And to be clear, I myself never met Jeffrey Epstein. I never was in his circle. She was, and we will not talk about her identity. By the way, she kind of never experienced real abuse from him, and she never saw any, like, real shit. I believe that some percentage of girls, they just never saw anything. So she's in passenger seat, right? And some online claims say that it's Epstein in the front seat. And it kind of doesn't have any sense, because if you will think about it, he, like, we would not talk Russian language, he doesn't know Russian. Then you can hear a man voice in Russian language on the back seat, and this girl who holding the phone, you can hear that it's her voice, and the girl on the back seat, she kind of doesn't talk, you cannot kind of hear her. So maybe after I clarified it, it's more kind of clear. Some people online said that it couldn't be him, he doesn't know Russian. So it was smart to say that. But overall, there is too many comments and messages and allegations. I wanna talk about it a little later, and maybe I will do another video, second part, and we will go step by step about everything. But if you want to know, long story short, so Epstein targeted me in 2019. I will explain how. It was 3 months before his jail time and 6 months before he died, which I kind of don't believe that it really happened. I believe it didn't. And then in 2022, FBI asked questions about my documentary work, my documentary movies. It was shocking to me, and it was shocking as much as when these files get published. And my guess it's because they wanted to cover up something with Epstein, and they tried to learn what I know. I wish I can just talk quickly, about this case, but you ask me so much detailed questions. I'm sorry, but this video will be long. And some things that I will tell you, no one knows. Not my parents, not my friends. You will be the first ones. And I'm recording this video after several days that was really hard. It was strange days. I woke up and I saw these messages and a lot of strangers. And the first feeling I had, it's absurdity. Absurdity because I'm the person who fight him, and I'm portrayed as someone who associated with him. I never did anything in public life. I never, tried to get spotlight this way. For many years, I avoided publicity, and I never had a goal to build my image and explaining to the world who I am through, like my model career, for example. I believed always that my documentaries will talk to themselves, and through them I will be remembered. And at this moment I'm realizing that it's naive position, because when the small fragment enters the public space and instead of looking at me or to the situation, at whole, my work, my documentaries doesn't longer says anything, and the small video speaks about everything, and everyone completes the whole story in the way that suits them. And during these first days, I just simply watched what's happening online. I left some comments, and it just began too many comments, and then my comments get lost in it's just like so many people talking about it, and not many people saw what I texted. I asked, can you guys watch my documentary? And I left a link. But let's talk about what exactly happened and why it looks that scary. Okay, let's figure it out calmly. Let's do step by step. In this video, I'm driving 2018 Dodge Durango. I bought it recently. It was financed, I believe. And we're driving near Mamon's area. Some people guessed it right. And we was driving from Las Vegas, and his body, I believe, there is small cowboy town, and it's after Mamon's Lake. And I actually never went there back then because road was bad. They kind of close it once per year, and it's super sad, but I went to the city later. And the SUV that I'm driving, it's not luxury car. It's not bad car as well. But for example, Range Rover or like similar cars, they much higher in class than this car. Because some people just did pictures of this wheel. And if you know, I'm just talking about the cars because some people doesn't know prices and they might assume that it's something like expensive. And again, I cannot name the person in the passenger seat. If she will want, she will comment the story by herself. I'm still in touch with her. I'm not actually sure that she can talk about it because she received settlement. It was like 150 girls who did it 2 years ago, and they kind of signed NDA. But back then in the video, she's 24 years old. So now she's 30. Igor, my friend on the back, he's 30 years old, and his girlfriend, Nastya, that is kind of blurred, right? Badly. She's 25. They really did bad job, right? Covering her face. She's not a model, and she also never, and Igor never, and me be exposed to Epstein ever. Like, she's just a regular girl. And I have a lot of pictures and videos from this trip. I cannot show you everything right now because it's all on my hard drives and I need to blur faces. But I remember that back then, even with this girl in the front seat, we did like 10,000 pictures. So I have a lot of content. I can just, blur faces of my friends and show to you that everything is not what you think. And you will see the whole trip. So 4 of us, we spent 2 days in Las Vegas and we did this trip to this small city. It was closed. We got set. We went to Los Angeles, and you can see a lot of bags on the back, right? It doesn't look luxury, right? And also, do you see what I'm wearing? It's also not luxury. And it exactly looked like a typical road trip, right? Someone asked what watch I have. And I had Galaxy watch. It was like that same model, but different, like black one, not classic style, different style. And I usually have Casio watches, extremely cheap ones, $20 ones, because I'm pro. I'm a kind of like support, we all need to be same. I hate expensive watches. Like, I don't understand why people do that. It's Pixel watch. I just bought it, and it's like $150, right? So all of them is cheap, and I just needed it because I travel a lot. I traveled all the time, and I just love when time zone. It doesn't matter. Okay, so in the conversations there, what I was talking about beautiful places, right? And if you will see how much I travel, I've been everywhere. I've been in every state, in every city. I never been in Juneau, and I always was saying that I never been in Orlando, but recently I've been in Orlando. So I went to almost every province in Canada, including like Prince Edward Island, on my motorhome. I love motorhomes. I love traveling. I did this project. It's called Landstormers. I have website landstormers.com. You can see I have kind of travel guides. I did it based on all these places that I visited in my life. And it's this project and this TV show that I never released. I'm still working on it. It's about motivating people to travel. And if you will see my map, you will be shocked how many places I visited in the United States and in Canada and in Caribbean and in Hawaii and in some Europe countries, and like, you will not believe me. 1 second, it's loading. And I'm proud that I was traveling that much, and that's why in this video I was talking about traveling. I'm so passionate about these things. So at this moment of this video, I'm a young guy. I just finished my model career, and the reason why I finished it because I switched to business, and I was filming back then everything around me, but not professionally, not like as photographer. I became photographer later, and I was doing everything for documentary, for vlog, kind of like just published like 8 videos of my vlog, but I was shooting a lot. And if you will look at the video without context, it's an ordinary road trip, right? But here is a trap. You look at this video knowing that this video was in Epstein files, right? And you automatically assign this meaning to this video. And if I would see this video myself in Epstein files, I would question, so you're right, I would question myself. But this video shows no evidence of Epstein, no violence, no kids, no criminal activity, no luxury, no evidence of any activities besides road trip, no private islands, no closed territories or parties. This car is decent, but it's not expensive car, right? And I'm definitely not looking, even right now, and back then especially, as a rich, old, powerful CEO or politician, right? And I never heard about this rapist doing road trips. It's kind of more young and poor people. That's what, you do as fun, but they do kind of different type of relaxation, right? In this scenario, I kind of feeling as a more in a role of victim than a predator, right? And some people online say that. So we have only 2 facts: that my friend have later become an Epstein victim, and she's in the car with me, and Epstein have access to this video. That's through her. That's what we have right now. And not everyone accuse me. Not like some people online saying things as, I will tell you, it's good. Like the files include thousands of falsely submitted items, so we should check the source first. There is no verified public identification of the man, the child they said about this girl, she was obviously adult, or the location in that video, and the claim that Epstein is filming is unproven speculation. So true. Then someone said, if this new evidence, don't spread guesses, save the original file and send it to reporter or authorities so it can be checked. Like some other people saying that not everyone, who is there, did something bad, and we should check, source first. And why you try to ruin someone's life just because they in the video? You are on a witch hunt with no evidence but emails and files that again don't have any way to prove if it's true. So I agree with a lot of accusations about everything kind of. I'm like watching these videos myself. I'm sending to my team who do documentary, I will talk about it a little later. And I myself question everything. So I do understand, but also these people write, they kind of, write, why would you assume like the worst things? And I'm afraid how easily today a person can be turned into symbol of evil just by someone's imagination without anything. Like, if we will follow this logic, then any random person whom Epstein have in camera roll a rapist, even his taxi driver or his staff. That's not how common sense works, right? And I do understand your emotions, and I understand the shock from all these files that in released. I'm having it as well. But if we erasing line between facts, and we will destroy the whole idea of truth, right? Maybe I do read this video too late and kind of like people start guessing before they heard me. So I already told that I was a target of Epstein, and now we're getting close to this part, and I will explain how and why he saved my video. So actually I knew some things about Epstein, about his New York and Miami houses. I didn't know anything about children, and all information that I knew was extremely unique but limited. And you will ask me from whom I knew information about Epstein. I knew information about him from this girl model and from other models in high fashion. Kind of all models know each other, and we're always hanging out together. And girls, especially girls, they tell everything to friends, kind of. And it's normal, sometimes you just hear some things. And actually musicians, actors, and painters, I don't know, they also have this professional circles. And me as a model, and models they also have. And it's completely different relationship dynamic as well between models, between colleagues. And when it's rich person and a model, it's different, right? So when models date, it's because of feelings, not because of money. When rich people date with models, it's because they can buy them, right? So there is difference as day and night. Models in a car, or rich people, old and powerful, in a car with models. I know all these models. So models, girls, they know these secrets, and sometimes, not always, they share the secrets with me. First time I was 19 when I exposed to the truth, and I was shocked, and I decided to act. So by now I have 8 documentaries and 3 TV shows in my film studio collection. Originally I started small. I just had conversation, interviews. I tried to understand different issues as you guys do right now with Epstein, with me, like you try to understand everything, and I was doing same. But again, the reason why I had information is because I was in model industry, models colleagues, we're all together, we all share secrets. Girls know the richest and most powerful men on earth, and they talk with us, and I was friends with everyone. That's how I knew secrets, and I started doing documentaries about it. And that's the part that no one knows. Kind of like I have a website and I put these documentaries online, but kind of like I never publish anything in Instagram and I never talk about it. I do sometimes, there is some stories, you know, there are saved stories about my movies, but I kind of like never actually did anything publicly. And all my friends, they have millions of followers, and they always was doing, and they always was judging me because I'm not, you know, in online, whatever. But I think it's, you know, it's my way. It's just like I always dreamed that one day I will have a team and this team will do this public relations. And so what I did, I actually did a team, and I have a lot of students, and these students, they helping me to finish these documentaries, and hundreds of people. And if you will think about it, it's impossible to finish that many movies same time as an independent producer with zero budget. Like when I was doing business, I had some money, but small money, and it's almost impossible. I never had investments in my films, and I searched for investments once and it didn't work because all my documentaries is so controversial, like you will not believe. And back then when I started them, no one was talking about these issues. So now you probably little bit understand why my video, and with all my knowledges, you know, and interviews that I was doing, why I became a target. And the video of me is in his phone. You slowly understand, right? So it's not that much materials on my website, but you can find some interviews, for example, on my Vimeo with homeless people that I did a lot of them. You can find my interviews about this movie, about food industry.
Our mission is to change the world. When to come to find out that, and all of the harmful effects that it had going on for the people in those communities, that no one knew anything.
You can watch my short films. That's actually, I'm proud of it. Like I'm proud of every project, but this one especially, it's my first one. It's called High Line, and it's because we knew some girls who was doing it, and we were so pissed with my friend filmmaker. Please watch this movie. It's so beautiful, and it will be showing these ugly sides, and this girl get paid.
Look at me. Look carefully and think about who will be your next. It could be some old, bald rascal who will be putting away his dentures into a glass beside the bed before he fucks you. Or a fat, sick bastard who begs to be shit on and whose smell makes you vomit. You'll jump on him and barf from the stench, but you'll continue fucking. Because you were already paid. You'll need more dope in order to suppress your disgust for him, and more to suppress your disgust for yourself.
So I had this active position 10 years ago. And then this movie, this fictional movie, became a prequel of documentary about same issue, about escort or, you know, paid sex in model business or whatever. And there is other movies that I do. I just kind of like speak about them for that long. And yeah, check the movie. And just want to say again, but by 2019, I was actively doing all these documentaries. And no one, back then, no one was doing these subjects. People labeled this subject as crazy. And that's one of the reasons why I never did public relations. And I was doing everything quietly. And first time when I noticed that someone talking about medical corporations and food, you know, conspiracy was Kennedy. And I was filming his debates. It happened accidentally. I was shooting a documentary about sex clubs. And it's a fun story. I ended up from the production of sex club documentary to the film studio in Hollywood where his debates was. Between Trump and Biden, it was debates, but also Kennedy debates. And accidentally, completely accidentally. And he was talking about these issues. And I was like kind of even sad in a second because I was not the first one who publicly started, you know, talking about these things, and I was doing all these documentaries 7 years before that. You know, it's kind of like sad to me that I was doing it for that long, but because it's that difficult, I never publish anything. We don't have hands, you know, to do it. And then, you know, Kennedy did it first, kind of exactly same things that I'm doing, like exactly same. And fun thing that it happened after FBI came to my movie set. So they gave subpoena notice to appear in a court against Hunter Biden to someone in my documentary, and I was filming it, and it's my it's in my trailer. I removed the trailer from the website like right now. It was on the website for all this time. Some of you saw it, it's maybe somewhere, but maybe I will re-upload this trailer. But for now, I just think that some people there might be connected to Epstein, which is, this documentary was like a little different, and some people should not be connected to him, but the trailer is so sick, it's so good, it's like 4 minutes long and everyone love it. So just imagine, like, I'm an independent producer, no money, like I have no access besides girls, you know, and I involved in, like, there is FBI like multiple times, there is like Kennedy doing debates and I'm filming it, and all the subjects, all the things I'm doing for fucking 10 years. And the irony is that like a week and a half ago, I'm finishing an article. I have a lot of articles on my website, but more articles I have that I didn't upload yet. I can show you them in second part. It's like so many people working on these topics. We do investigations, we do deep research, and there is so many articles about that we did about Epstein and about this movie Eyes Wide Shut, because this documentary about sex clubs that I do in Hollywood, it based the idea of the sex club in particular was based on the movie Eyes Wide Shut, but it's a long story. It's a really interesting story. And the irony is that while I was doing exactly this thing, then files get released and then I found myself in these files. And not as a hero, which I want to be, not as a whistleblower, but as a part of people whom I fight all these years. It's such a dire irony. I'm kind of like joking and laughing or whatever, but it's just because of stress. It's not because I actually think that this subject is funny. And I understand that entering the public space with such topics, it's not safe for me. And I already been targeted by elites. Now I'm targeted by people. And even if it's all kind of sounds naive, I truly understand my risks. Many people told me not to post this video, and I did understand these risks when I started doing these documentaries. But I'm against Hollywood and I'm against all these stupid people there, as some, you know, big celebrities like Mel Gibson and who else? Matt Damon probably? Like some celebrities, right? They're against some Hollywood shit. And it happened in Second World War. Charlie Chaplin was the only one who did movie Dictator, and everyone in Hollywood was receiving money from Nazi Germany, just so you know. And they was against any movies about, you know, in bad way about Hitler. And then when World War started, everyone obviously became against him. But before the war, only Charlie Chaplin did the movie Dictator, so I'm just saying, and no one gave him money. So I was kind of like on my own way, on my own path, and I was proud of it, but it's extremely difficult. And since this story get all this attention to me, I just want to use it for good, for work. Maybe guys, you can help me to speed up these things with these documentaries. Maybe you can help me with post-production. Maybe you have experience as editors, as scriptwriters, journalists, AI artists, camera operator, researchers, and especially a lot of you actually doing research right now on Epstein subject. I will be happy to welcome you in my film company. Go to my film company website and learn more, and please come and join us. And from day one, you will have access to all footage, all teams, and all research that we already did. Anyone can get access to it. I can add, if you just text me in Instagram, and I will add you to my Telegram group chat. It's many filmmakers sitting there, and together we can finish all these films quicker. And I really mean it. Please join us. Like, no jokes, that's what we do. Since this attention have fallen on me, I decided that I will do everything openly. And for years, a few years ago, I bought anonymously a few website names. It's called like Human Resistance, Fact Checks, and I always had a dream that eventually I will have some employees that will help me to run this website. I never did it, never accomplished. And, you know, we will go against other, you know, people in this rich circles. And I had this dream that we will fight against this corrupted elites, and it will be big movement. I never thought that I will speak about these things. I thought that I will do it quietly in secrecy, and I will run this website and no one will ever know that I'm behind them, because it can be dangerous. And for years I collected these materials, I spoke to many people inside the system, I cross-checked facts, I verified stories, and you finally guys know some truths that I was knowing, some of it for many years. And I am thinking that our resistance can finally become dangerous to some elites. They can lose jobs, and, you know, I'm risking my life doing it. I'm no jokes, and I did it before, and that's why I'm in his phone. And first time, 2 years ago, I thought that Biden family, because I knew someone who knew this family, I sent them the trailer of the TV show. I thought that they can do something, you know. And then I was afraid about Epstein and FBI, and for many of you it may sound ridiculous, but now you know what these people capable of. And I'm already talking with lawyers, and just in case, let me say that I don't plan any suicide. I'm a really good driver. I have zero chances that I will appear in a car crash, and it cannot be like accidental death, like they killed Kubrick after this movie, that he actually tried to expose elites in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, and which I'm doing a documentary about, right? These files, Epstein files, they open Pandora box, and I really want to bring this to the end for these elites and to change the world for better. And there are so many examples of different documentary films and books that change the world. They start movement. In this documentary about pesticides and chemicals, I always say about this book. Rachel Carson wrote it. It's called Silent Spring, and pesticide DDT was forbidden in the world, and this pesticide killed people, animals, fishes, birds, everything, insects. And one woman, she wrote a lot of books, many different subjects, but this one book changed the world. It's pretty awesome. And about this documentary about sex clubs, you can see my video. I posted it, I think it's on Vimeo, a 30-minute long video, black and white, when I'm saying 2 years ago, please guys, join my movies, join my documentary, and I'm talking in Russian language, so use translator. But you will see how long time ago I started asking people to join production. And in second video, I will answer all these questions that we didn't get through this time, and I think we don't have that much time to talk about the small things, small questions, allegations, like here and there, about small details, like I already talked about my watch, because some people asked it, stupid things, and some people say I'm Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I have a lot of Jewish friends, but I did DNA test. I can show you 23andMe. I have 99.9 whatever Slavic blood. I believe I'm 0.03 or 0.3% Mongolian, and I think like Cypriot 1%, but it's also Slavic group. So my family is half Russian, half Ukrainian. Let's talk about it in the second part. I don't want to waste your time, but please join my projects if you feel that it's important. And I'm sorry that I didn't record this video right away. I was working hard last 3 days, for real. Not much sleeping. I can show you, a sleep date on my phone, on my watch, and it was really hard days for me, not because of this thing, but I actually kind of don't have time. Thanks again for your attention, and I hope you will write me something good, and write me questions and ask me details.